Hyundai's profitability and earnings results fell below what analysts expected. And this is what's really happening here is Hyundai is saying that there is decreased demand for electric cars. But the truth is EV sales worldwide have grown by nearly 30% this year. What's really happening is that Chinese automakers are taking sales away from legacy automotive players. And as a result, Hyundai are trying to change their strategy. In fact, they're trying to pivot their entire company on a new plan. They've got this new idea. They believe it'll work. Kia are doing the same thing. Kia and Hyundai, they're doing the same thing. Could it work? Could it be financially profitable? Actually, it's basically copying what Tesla's doing. So it does make sense. Hello, my friends. Welcome to the channel. Great to have you with us. I'm Sam Evans. You're watching the Electric Viking. Hyundai Motor has reported a 7% drop in third quarter operating profit, citing a slowdown in demand and increased competition in the global automotive industry. There is increased competition, that is for sure. Why? 1 in 3 cars are sold worldwide in China. 1 in 3 Chinese cars, 33% of the global market. That's just the sales in China. And Hyundai and Kia are selling almost nothing in China. Therefore, they are really at risk of seeing their car sales decline. Hyundai and Kia therefore have a new strategy. However, the company first posted an operating profit of 3.6 trillion won, which is $2.6 billion for July to September 2024, which was down from 3.8 in the same period last year. This result fell well short of analyst expectations, which had predicted a profit that was around 10% higher. Despite these challenges, Hyundai is maintaining its 2024 target of achieving 8 to 9% operating margins, which is approximately half of Tesla's operating margins, having posted an 8.9% margin through the first 9 months of the year. Now, it's worth pointing out, Hyundai and Kia believe that if they change their strategy to manufacturing more electric cars in China, then not even trying to sell them in China, but trying to sell those in particular globally. In other words, their strategy is to do what essentially BYD and Tesla are doing, manufacture cars in China, sell them in places like Australia, Southeast Asia, the United Kingdom, many other countries worldwide that already purchase those vehicles where they don't have tariffs on vehicles made in China. Chief Financial Officer Sung Jo Lee pointed to intensifying global competition, policy uncertainties. They also lost a lot of money from warranty costs and geopolitical risks as major factors contributing to the tougher business environment for automakers. Warranty costs, 320 billion won, also impacted Hyundai's third quarter earnings for its Santa Fe SUV engines in the United States and increased sales incentives driven by what they claim is softening demand. Now, softening demand is kind of a catchphrase thrown out there by automakers regularly. Is there actually softening demand in the auto market? I mean, everyone's saying this. The Volkswagen Group is saying this stuff. We're hearing this kind of information come from Stellantis as well. Truthfully, automotive industry sales have not declined this year versus last year. So softening demand must be for just those automakers who are saying softening demand. Mercedes-Benz use that as well. The automakers' global retail sales dropped by 5% in the third quarter compared to last year, with European declines offsetting gains in the United States and South Korea. Electric vehicle sales fell during the period. Sales of hybrid vehicles offering higher profit margins actually increased by around 40%. But as you can see, the group's operating profit margins didn't actually increase. However, in response to weakening global EV demand, says Hyundai, which is obviously factually completely incorrect, Hyundai announced plans to double its hybrid lineup and delay the launch of electric car models. I believe that's a pretty big mistake. Moreover, the company's new US factory in Georgia began production earlier this month and will gradually increase output. The automaker noted that EVs produced at the factory will qualify for US federal tax credits, boosting their competitiveness in the North American market. I agree. This is a good move from Hyundai to manufacture electric cars in the United States, meaning they qualify for EV incentives. Hyundai addressed its recent public listing in India, stating that proceeds from the IPO would strengthen its position in the country. Some analysts, though, are very disappointed with Hyundai's lack of a shareholder return policy following the Indian IPO. They believe this has been done quickly in order to just raise funds, and it should be done properly. Anyhow, amid these developments, Hyundai continues to explore potential collaborations. In September, the automaker signed a non-binding agreement with General Motors to explore joint vehicle development, supply chain collaboration, and clean energy technology initiatives. So what we're seeing is what many industry analysts and even automotive industry CEOs have predicted. Companies like General Motors are joining with Honda and Hyundai. That's what will happen. Obviously, right now, General Motors is essentially manufacturing Honda's electric cars for them in the United States, and then Honda simply rebadges those vehicles. They are GM vehicles, though, make no mistake. Now, Hyundai believe that having some sort of similar situation where essentially General Motors becomes the contract manufacturer is potentially a smart move. So what this means is there could be 3 manufacturers all selling basically the same car, just with different badges, different styling, but essentially the same vehicle. This is what was predicted by numerous CEOs, analysts, and experts, saying there will be a collaboration. And what this really means is that automakers will basically join together because they have no choice. As their profit margins decline, as their sales fall, Toyota sales have fallen for 7 straight months in a row now. GM sales continue to fall. The Volkswagen Group will sell nearly 1 million cars less this year than last year. As their sales fall, internal combustion engine sales fall, their profits will shrink. They'll have no choice but to essentially collaborate with one another, becoming, these kind of mega car companies. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comments. Bye-bye.